What's up, pals? Welcome to the Your Random Pal channel. And today I'm at a car candy store. This is Gateway Classics of Louisville, but a little bit of misnomer. We're in Indiana, Memphis, Indiana, right across the bridge from Louisville. The cheaper rent district, I guess you could say. And I brought cousin Ashley with me.
Hi guys.
Everybody say hi to Ashley. She's just now starting to get into modeling and stuff. And so you'll probably be seeing her more on my YouTube videos. So give her a like, subscribe, show her some love. And she's gonna comment on some of the cars here, tell you what she likes about them. And she's also gonna soak up some car knowledge. She's a car enthusiast, but she's got some learning to do. So I'm gonna help her out. And we're gonna scope out this place.
Yeah, let's get started. I'm excited.
All right, pals, so behind me is a red Corvette, and Ashley just has an obsession with red Corvettes for some reason. She likes the color and stuff, but anyway, it's an 84 Corvette. It's 5.7 V8 crossfire fuel injection. So tell everybody what you like about this Corvette, Ashley.
Well, I like that it's red, of course. It looks really sporty. It has an awesome big spoiler on the back, and it has these cool vents on the side that make it look like a Ferrari.
And another reason why Ashley probably likes this car, because it's an automatic and she can drive it. Now next to the red Corvette, we have this blue Corvette, which is equally as attractive. So if you're into sports teams, this would be like U of L, UK, or IU and Duke. What do you think of Duke?
I'm ready to go back to the future with this 81 DMC DeLorean. I'm really into these gulling doors, but I'm not a crazy fan of this half window. My large Starbucks cup will not fit through there. But the reason they had to do that was because the design of the door.
Now this DeLorean, I think they're a really fast car by watching them on the movie Back to the Future, but they actually had a V6. It was a PRV V6, PRV standing for Peugeot, Renault, Volvo, and they weren't known as fast cars. And this one here has an automatic transmission, unlike the movie car, which actually had a 5-speed. So you might have a little trouble getting up to 88 miles per hour, but these cars are so iconic and cool. You just want one, you know? I want one myself.
Here's a truck you don't see every day, a Dodge 67 D100.
And this truck features a 318 V8, so got some muscle car power to it. Like, this truck is really clean. I love how it's got this matte black finish to these stripes here. You just don't see trucks like this very often. You go inside the interior, it looks very factory here. Of course, it's got the cup holders. Everybody's got to have cup holders in vehicles these days. And you go around here, you got the wood in the truck bed, and you got the rear fenders flare out, or rear quarters. Really cool truck, and might be a nice truck for you to go cruising to town in.
This car behind me looks like a little banana.
Yes, it does. Do you know what kind of car this is, Ashley?
A Ferrari?
No, not a Ferrari, but it is Italian, so you're in the right country. Give up?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a Fiat 850, and I've only remember seeing one of these before at the car museum, the Lane Motor Museum. Very cool museum. I've filmed there a couple times, and I believe the one I saw was blue, and just a really nice curvy design to it. The lines of this car are very elegant, but they're pretty simplistic. You've got these really cool wheels. They're like a 5-star design, like similar to what you would see on a Ferrari, like the 80s Ferraris, like the Testarossas, whatnot. And inside, you got a kind of basic interior. Got a little bit of wood grain on the dash and wood rim steering wheel. And you got this Abarth horn cap here, which is pretty cool with the little scorpion. And it's a 4-speed manual car. But as you can see, it doesn't have like a lot of stuff sticking out everywhere on it. It's got the fuel filler cap, but it's a very clean looking car. It's not all cluttered up as far as design wise. And this would be a very unique car if you're into the little sports cars. I would love to have it personally. It's one of my top picks out here at the Gateway Classics. So as I go along, I'm noticing a little bit more about this car. Like, look, there's no door handles, and no wonder it's got such a clean design. And it doesn't even have wipers, so it's a very stripped down car. It doesn't have a lot of stuff sticking out and taken away from the styling of the car. I don't know if you'd want to drive it without wipers. Would you want to drive it without wipers?
No.
Definitely make sure it's a sunny day to drive it. And another really interesting, cool feature about this car, the sales guy told me about it. I was not aware of it, but this this car has a transmission called an Hydra Convert. You can see the emblem right here. And so this is a 4-speed manual, but it has no clutch pedal. It's only got a gas and a brake pedal, as you can see down there. And the way this works is you push down on the shifter and shift your gear, and it's pulling the clutch at the same time. So it's kind of like a semi-automatic type deal. But you don't want to leave your hand on the shifter. A little pressure will put wear on the clutch. So interesting tidbit if you ever come across this kind of transmission. You know, so it's not a fully manual, but it's kind of semi in there.
I'm sobbing tears of joy over the Saab.
I mean, look at this. This is a 71 Saab 9.6. Look, it's got a Ford 302 V8 in it. How cool is that? So if you want a Swedish car with American muscle car, then this might be the car for you.
The things I like about this car are the two-tone paint. I like the two colors. And I like how the wheels match the color of the car. And I like how the hood opens backwards.
Now coming around to the back of this Saab, these taillights here, they remind me of the old Volkswagen, like the Beetles, the Karmann Ghias. Even the back end of this car kind of reminds me of a Karmann Ghia, but it's a little bit more uppity. And if you've ever heard the phrase Saab story, well, you just got to look no further than underneath this car. It's actually painted on the cover of the rear end, Saab story. So this is a happy Saab story if you buy it. Now this little design feature right here is really cool. It's almost like a little vent kind of deal. Sticks out, and it's got this Saab emblem right here. Very neat. And coming along to the inside, you can see it's kind of factory appearing at first glance, but then you see all these aftermarket gauges. So I think this Saab is ready for a little bit of racing, street and strip action. You can see all the accessory gauges that were not stock with this car. So like Cousin Ashley, I love how the hood opens up backwards. The front end styling is kind of one of those things. It's up to your personal taste. It's got these squared up headlights, as you can see, with the round headlight in the inside. Actually, it's a round headlight, but looks square. So this is one of those cars that'd be very unique, a good car to take to Cars and Coffee. And if you come out to Gateway Classics once a month on a Saturday, I'm not for sure which Saturday it is, but you can check them out. I'll link in the description below. But they have a show called Caffeine and Chrome, where people bring out their cool, unique rides, and they come out and check out the cars that are in here and see their inventory. A good place to hang out if you like Cars and Coffee types deals. And they do that every month throughout the year, so even if it's cold, you can come out here when there's no other car shows or car cruises coming on. So Ashley, what does this car behind me remind you of?
Your car.
Yeah, that's right. It's a 76 Trans Am Black and Gold limited edition, although mine is the real deal. This one is actually a tribute, but it's very nicely done. And hey, if you want to be like me, you can buy this car and be like me. Now this car behind me, it's done up more like an original, whereas mine, it's a real deal, limited edition. They made 2,500 of these limited edition cars if it's the real deal. And if you break down the numbers, mine has got the 400 engine and the T-tops, which makes it one of 533 cars. And I've got the build sheet, so it is documented as real. If you've seen the car that I own, you would think at first glance it's not real because it's got a lot of modifications done. Most people that have a rare car like that, they keep them original, but it's my first car, and I just decided I wanted to modify it when I restored it. So instead of having the hearse roof like it originally had, I went with the Fisher roof, and part of the reason was too because the hearse roof was warped and the Fisher roof was factory stamped. So I was like, it's stronger, it's better, better design. Instead of being cut out with like a grinder, it's a factory stamped piece. So I re-roofed the car, and I got the turbo wheels on it, which are lighter. They're a newer style on the Trans Am than the honeycombs. I still have the honeycombs stored away in my basement, and I got some other changes to the car, like swapped out the automatic to a 4-speed manual. So my car has been modified till the hilt. So it's not all original, but it's my car and it's my taste. But anyway, this car here, let's go over it. It has the TA 6.6, which is a 400 motor, same as mine. It's got the honeycomb wheels, which these wheels here are a steel wheel with a rubberized facing, but you can buy these aftermarket ones from year one that are made out of billet aluminum, and they won't have the trim rings to deal with, which, be honest with you, the trim rings, putting those on are finicky. They're hard to get on, and they're hard to find too. And this car here is a hard top, where mine is a T-top. As you can see inside, it's got the manual transmission. It's got all the right black and gold pieces. Very clean car. So if you want the limited edition Trans Am and you don't mind driving a Tribute or a replica, this might be the car for you.
Hey, you guys ready to do some off-roading?
This would be the right vehicle to do it in, Ashley. Now this is a 67 Toyota FJ40 Land Cruiser. This is really cool, and this has got a lot more power in it than you would expect. This is not the inline 6-cylinder motor. It's got a V8. It's got a 350 V8 in it, in fact. And it's got this winch up here, so you find a stranded Tesla on the side of the road, you can pull it out of the ditch, right? You know how those Teslas get stranded.
Don't they have a recall right now?
I don't know, but some people have range anxiety on them, and they run out of juice. Especially those, like, we got those new electric Hummers. I hear they keep having problems.
They got electric Mustangs too.
Yeah, the Mach-E, but I don't consider them a Mustang. There's a SUV. They just put that on there to try and sell them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I just love the blue paint on this Toyota Land Cruiser. I like black as well because my Trans Am's black. I like black, but I also like blue. It's a pretty color in my opinion. And this Land Cruiser has definitely got the great paint job on it. And you can see inside is blue too, so it's all painted on. It's got some nice upgrades. It's got the aftermarket gauges on it. It's a manual transmission like I'd like. And it's very beautiful, very clean. It's ready to go off-roading, but I wouldn't want to get it muddy. It's so clean. So I found the perfect vehicle for Ashley. This is a 2002 Dodge Dakota RT. And look at the paint. Look at her shirt. She's a Barbie girl. What color paint is that on there?
Hot pink pearl.
Yeah, it's custom color. So if you're a Barbie girl, or your girlfriend's a Barbie girl, you might want to get this truck. It's a really neat color. Way this looks with the pearl, kind of got this smooth, shiny finish throughout. And going on the inside, I know it's a black interior, but look at the floorboards. They're pink, and the stitching on these seats and the door panels, it's pink. So this is definitely a Barbie girl's ride right here.
All I need now is a Ken accessory. Hi. And here we have a vintage Bugatti.
Or is it, Ashley? It's actually a 74 Volkswagen. It's a replica Bugatti. As you can see, this is a not very vintage piece right here with this LED light bar in the front. But you can see here, it kind of looks like an old Bugatti. You got the radiator cap that tells the temperature. That's very old school back in the day. So this looks like a 20s, 30s Bugatti race car. But it's actually built on a 74 Volkswagen. It's got a 1600cc motor. You think you could drive this thing, Ashley?
No, it's a stick.
And it don't have any creature comforts. It don't have the stereo system, the thump in the car, right?
Yeah, I don't.
It's just the wind in your ears and the engine.
Long hair don't care.
Now, I don't know what the Volkswagen engine sounds like. I'm sure it's not quite as cool as if it had a Bugatti motor in it. But you know, Volkswagen is a popular platform to build a replica car on, kit car, as you can call them. And if you want something that is of the period, 1920s, 30s race car, then this might be the ride for you.
This car behind me reminds me of the Griswolds. It makes me think of taking a family vacation.
Well, it is a wagon, but I'll say this, Ashley. It reminds me of the old TV show, The Saint. They also made a movie with Val Kilmer called The Saint, but it had a different Volvo in it. In the TV series, he had a P1800. This is a Volvo. It's a 1973 1800 ES. It's a wagon, and it's got a 4-cylinder motor in it. And it's really cool because you don't see these type of vehicles on the roads these days. And the wagon, I think, is a little bit rarer to see than the P1800. P1800's got the fins on the back, and it's very collectible. This thing, I would say, is collectible too. I really like the back end styling of it. It kind of, in a weird way, it kind of reminds me of the AMC Pacer with this big back window in it, and how it kind of forms like a bubble kind of shape. In my opinion, this would be a great road trip car. It's very roomy. It's also got a manual transmission, which I would enjoy, but not too many people would enjoy taking it on a road trip, especially if you get stuck in stop and go traffic. You got to shift gears every little bit, in and out on the clutch. But me personally, I would just try to drive when there's no traffic on the road and enjoy the car. I don't know where the side mirror went to on these cars. You see a side mirror on that side?
No, I do not.
That's kind of an odd thing. I don't know what the deal is with that. But hey, look, it's got a roof rack. Okay, I'm getting a little sidetracked. It's got a roof rack. You can put your luggage on top. That'd be definitely great for a road trip. So you got room for luggage in the back and on the top. Now behind me is a very unusual Pontiac Solstice, and it's actually a friend of mine's car. I'm giving a shout out to Joe. He's my car club as well. Anyway, this is a really cool, unique feature on this car. It's a hardtop. Just about every Pontiac Solstice you see is a convertible, but this one has the hardtop on it. And it's a 2-liter turbo. And inside you'll find some black with red accents. And it's got the manual transmission. Makes this car extra sporty. So if you're in the mood for a hardtop and not a convertible, you don't like the hassle of fooling with the convertible top, then this 2009 Pontiac Solstice here might be the car for you. So we know Ashley likes Corvettes, and this Corvette here caught her eye, even though it's not really red. It's got some red accents on it. What do you like about this car, Ashley?
I like the overall look of this car. It looks sporty and fast and sleek. I like the red striping and the red interior, and the rims are really nice. This color combination, it definitely pops. Now this is a Corvette Grand Sport. It's kind of a rare deal, and it's parked over here next to this Camaro. It's already sold, so I imagine this car here is sold because it doesn't have a price on it. There goes my phone.
Please hang up and try again.
With this paint scheme, it's easy to tell these Grand Sport Corvettes apart from the garden variety Corvettes. So this is a C4 generation Corvette Grand Sport, but they also made the Grand Sport in latter years as well. But they all have the blue paint scheme, white stripe down the center, and then the red stripes, but they're just on the one side. They're not on the other side. And this interior, this color combination, it just pops. I love it. My Mustang has a very similar color combination where it's blue on the outside, red on the inside. It's got white stripes on the bottom area of it. Definitely a sporty looking ride. Now here we have a pair of classic Thunderbirds, and this green one, the paint on this one really caught my eye. This is a 1960 Thunderbird, and it's got a 352 cubic inch V8, and the price on this car for as clean and as nice as it is, $28,000. It won't break your wallet. Let's check it out. I am just digging this paint on this Thunderbird. I mean, to me, it's really shiny. It has like this pearl finish. And you go down here, the wire wheels, they set it off well. But I really love the side pipes on the side here. Give us this 60s vibe, hot rod culture, plus the Thunderbird script here. It just all ties in well with the car. Going inside the interior, it's also money green. And you got the fuzzy dice hanging off the rear view mirror. And it looks all factory. So it's got the right touches. It's got the right amount of chrome. It's got the right amount of everything, in my opinion. What do y'all think? Well, pals, that's a wrap for today's episode. It's been great looking at all these cars. The eye candy here is just phenomenal, and they got really cool random stuff. What did you think, Ashley?
I had a lot of fun, and I seen a lot of chrome.
What car did you find most interesting? Ashley, what'd you like?
The 66 Black Chevelle. I want to take this one home with me.
Okay, cool. For me, I mean, obviously my favorite car is the Trans Am. I'll have the 76 Trans Am, but I already have one. The other car that I probably would pick out of this bunch, I like that yellow Fiat that looks like a banana. I think it's really cool. It's very interesting. Although I would like to have a true manual transmission with 3 pedals. But anyway, that's my taste. Well, anyway, until next episode, because this is a wrap right now. Don't worry, be random.
I'm really into these awesome going doors, but I'm not crazy about this weird half window. Like, I can't even fit a soda through there. I need my Starbucks coffee fit a large to fit through there, but it also has this crazy half window because the way that the door was made, it had to have that window. It couldn't go up and down.
This has a V8. It's got a 350 V8 in it, so it's got a lot of extra power, and it's got a winch, so you can pull out all the on the inside. It's got pink on the floorboards, so, and pink stitching, so it's definitely a girl's truck. I'm gonna have to redo that part.
This car behind me reminds me of the Griswolds. It makes me want to take a cute little family vacation.
Now, this car, it's a 73 Volvo 1800 ES. It's powered by a 4-cylinder motor. Now, this car actually reminds me of a TV show called The Saint. Well, it was a movie too, with Val Kilmer played in, but that was probably before your time, Ashley. You remember the movie The Saint?
No.
With Val Kilmer? Okay. Well, in that movie, he drove a Volvo. Well, what was your favorite out of everything?
The Chevelle.
The Chevelle?
The Chevelle.
Which one was it?
The black one.
The black one. I don't remember which one that one.
That one.
Okay, so we need to cover that one, right? Okay, this is getting awkward. We're gonna redo this one.
And if you never ran to miss another Random Car video,
remember, ring that bell. Ring that bell.